everybody on YouTube. This is John again over in Lawrenceville, Illinois. If you have an old house or a house that wasn't built right, which I hardly ever hear about that, but anyway, an old house, you get the cracks around the door frames and down below and here and there around your doors and windows. And I bought the insulation foam, the foam and the padding and stuff from the store. Certain areas of the door it'll get, but it's like you got double, triple stack them for different areas of the door, and it still doesn't want to work. You still get that cold air coming in. You can feel it with your toes, your fingers, and around your windows and stuff. Now, I've gone overboard in my house in different areas, but live and learn process. But I have a trick that will help you insulate your door and window perfectly to where you don't have that cold air coming in anymore. Now, this great stuff for gaps and cracks, and the other can, the green one, I've used them both. I just happened to get this one because it was cheaper at the time. Now, the cool thing about this is when this stuff hardens, if you use it and it hardens and it's all done and over with, whatever it stuck to, it stuck to. The cool thing is, I found out that if you put a, I thought if I put a trash bag on here, insulate the wood part here, get it all insulated, let it all harden. Even though it's cold out, it'll take longer to harden. But once it's hardened, it's all done and over with. Which basically, overnight while you sleep, or when you're at work, you do it real quick before you go to work. When you open the door, when I open this door, and it's done and over with, when I open the door, this plastic will peel right off the foam, and the foam is in the perfect shape of whatever that gap is that's making your life miserable. And it's worked for me on everything. Now, I've had to search for these holes and cracks and stuff because I could feel the coldness. I just couldn't tell where it was coming from because it wasn't a strong wind out there. And I knew it was around here somewhere. And here's another trick. Get your hand wet. For me, if I get my hand wet from washing my hands and I didn't get them dry all the way, put them up against the crack, I can feel the cold air. Now, I marked on here that on this part of the door right here, and like right down here, this is where the air is coming in at. Mainly it's just this doorknob and this deadbolt latch. Now I'm going to spray the foam on here very heavily. Oh, you don't want to have to do this again. I hate that. I did it once. And I didn't put enough of this foam on there, and I had to do it again. So spray heavily and quickly before it has a chance to start expanding out like it expands out. And then I want to do the floor as well. I'll show you that in a second. Now, the door, when you close it, it's going to try to push this foam that's already there, push it, that way. And that's why you want all the foam over here on this side. I want to get the whole area. But make sure you get like this side right here, make sure you get that as well. And don't close the door or window quickly. Do it slowly. So nothing wants to, get sucked in the wake of the, shutting the door quickly or shutting the window closed quickly. Whenever you try to shut it real fast, you lose the potential of getting in certain areas filled up because the foam is moving. But anyway, so this is what you do. You follow the directions on shaking your can, spray it on there quickly, and at the bottom, and then now, how am I going to get this on the bottom of my door? I'm putting the trash bag on top of the threshold. I'm going to spray the insulating foam, and then I'm going to close the door slowly and let that insulating foam, harden up overnight. And then when I open the door the next day, I'll pull the trash bag out, cut away the excess foam, and cut away the excess foam here as well. And I should have to be good to go. I'll be very happy. And here's another trick. These cans even say on here you can intend for it to be a one-time use because it hardens up in here. It hardens up. I have this trick where I've used it 2, 3, 4 times because I was feeling a small gap here, a small gap there, and the next day I found another one. I figured out, okay, let's say you poured some of this out, you used it, you got the foam in there. You just finished using it. What I do is I barely pull the trigger with this can upright like this, and I listen. And you just barely pull the trigger, and don't go, just go, small pulls to the trigger. When you do it, you can hear it just blowing air instead of the foam. Do that like 3 times. Okay, and after that, you'll be able to use this the next day if you do it right. Now I messed up a couple times not doing it right by doing it too long, and the foam got up in there, started shooting out a little bit, and just ruined my day. I don't remember if I waited till later to try to spray out the foam, to get the foam out, and just do the air thing I just told you about. I don't think I did. Anyway, also I believe that once you do the trick, get the air to come out. Unscrew this. See? Just unscrew it. If you got a coat hanger or something, if you can, I haven't done that part yet, this part yet that I've been telling you about. Just run this under hot water or something. Try to get all that foam out. The reason why is because whenever you use this a second or third time, the foam coming out is not as thick as it is when you do it brand new, because half of this is clogged up because the foam is still inside there. If you can rinse this out, then you should have a clear gateway to shoot all this stuff out. I would also rinse that off too. Rinse the can off as well. I've been doing this for 6 minutes. Better hurry up. Okay, I've been shaking this. Now I thought I read it on this can to have it upside down when you squirt it out, but I'm pretty sure you're supposed to. Okay, now the plastic on the floor is just a trash bag, 35-gallon trash bag, or 30-gallon, whatever it is. Just this square sheet thing. So I didn't expand it out. I'm just gonna lay it flat on the ground. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna get this first, then I'm gonna get the ground. I'm gonna try to put the trash bag in there as much as I can, as far as the mold of the floor. My family's calling me and I ain't answering it. I'm busy. Okay. Try closing this door with the trash bag on it. Okay. See, right about there is where I need to start, and about there is where I'll stop. Boom. Okay, the door basically is good to go. Now, bring this camera over a little bit. See, I'm spraying there. I want you to be able to see it. Okay, now when I spray it, I know the gap is right here. That's where the problem is. So I'm going to do that first. Now I'm not going to get any foam in my doorknob gap. Otherwise the door will want to stick. So I'm trying to just fill this all up. Trying to do it quickly too. That's the key right there. Do it quickly. I don't know how much time you got before this stuff expands out all the way, and then when you close the door, it just ruins everything for you. At least that's my belief. But actually, this stuff does expand a lot over time, before it dries and everything. So you ain't really got anything to worry about. But I just believe in doing it quickly. Let's see, now I'm gonna try to do the floor. Show you guys the floor. There's the trash bag there, my foot. Okay. Now, on this door, the door will stop right here completely. Let's see. Right about here's where the last of the door is. I'm spraying here as well. This door has a big lip on it, one of those metal lips to help block the air. I'm hoping it pushes it up in there and, gives me a really great seal. Now on the back end of the door and on the front here, I'm spraying a lot of extra foam. And extra foam right there as well. Don't forget, in my opinion, having too much foam on here all over the place is much better than missing a spot. Now, I'm going to close this door real slowly. Got this door closed. Just keep an eye on that trash bag. Make sure it doesn't try to push or pull anything up. I only push the door closed enough for the lock latch mechanism to take effect. My door will go in a little bit more and then come back to where the lock latch will catch. Well, I don't want it to do that. I just put it in enough to where the lock latch will catch, and that's it. So that foam will expand out everywhere. And let me show you. Come on, camera. See how it's down there? That's before it's expanded out. Now, that down there would be about 3 or 4 times that size by morning. And along the door here, see this? Right there? Is a really tight fit. But here's my deadbolt. There's a lot of foam. You see a little bit of foam right there, a little bit of foam here. The rest of it's on the air side. That's where it's letting the air in. It's kicking my butt. I don't know if you've seen that or not. Right here's the, on it, that screen here. I think here's the deadbolt and foam. A little bit of foam here. There's a little bit of foam here from my door, and then everything else is on the other side. Now, wow, I can feel my feet warming up already from that stuff blocking it. This is the only cold spot in my house now. Now, my kitchen was this cold, but I did this trick on the door and window, which I'm going to have on the other video. If I figure out how to combine all three, I'll do that. But anyway, you can, whenever this is dry, you can cut it off. Now, because it's wet right now, if you want to go through the trouble of going out of your house, go to the other side, and wipe away the stuff that is oozing out, you can wipe it away with a wet cloth or something, go right ahead. You know, I can do that with this right now. But I ain't messing with it. I don't want to take a chance of making some kind of gap somewhere to where the air can come through. I'll wait till all this is hardened, and then whatever's there I can cut away, I'll cut away. If it's stuck to my door on the other side, I'll cut that away, scrape it off, whatever. But at least it's already hardened and it's already taken shape. Now, in the morning, I'll open this door. I'm going to cut away the excess. When I open the door, that black trash bag will just peel away. It'll act like it was never attached to the foam. And the foam will be stuck to the bottom of the door. Every time I close this door, I should have a nice seal to block all that air. And the same thing with on here. When I cut away the excess, the foam is stuck to the wall, and whenever I close the door, I should have a great seal. Think about it. That stuff expands wherever it can, like 4 or 10 times more than what it's supposed to be on size or something like that. So I sprayed. You've seen how much I sprayed in there. So every gap, every hole should get filled up. The void should be full. Now you try doing that with the foam stuff they sell at the store. Now I have gaps here. Oops. I have gaps up there as well, but it's not letting the cold air in because it's so well sealed from the foam from last year. So on windows, if that window was leaking out air down there, I'd lift the window up, clean it out, of course. I'd put the foam on the sill part, fill it up, put plastic over it. Now this plastic, I've used the plastic you put on your windows to keep the air out, and I've used trash bags. And I've used those white trash bags that are 13 gallon. I've used this 35 gallon, so it doesn't stick when it's dry. When it's wet, I lightly tap the plastic onto the foam and to let it stick on there and stay in place so the wind doesn't blow it away when I'm trying to close the door or the window. But whenever I put the plastic on top of that foam, close the windows real slow, and wait till the next day, I can open the window and take away the plastic, remove the excess foam, and we're done. So I hope you enjoy this. And I know you're going to go out and buy some foam and fill up those gaps and cracks in your house. Just make sure you give it a whole day, because the cold temperatures outside make it hard to harden quickly. Thank you, everybody. Please comment or rate. Yeah, like or dislike. Thank you.